What's up, guys? Welcome to Slops Locks Thunderdome Edition, the greatest sports betting show in the history of sports betting shows. Everybody knows that. If you've never seen the show before, do yourself a favor right now. Subscribe to this channel. Turn on the notifications. You never want to miss another one of these shows for as long as you live. While you're doing all that, I'm going to introduce today's panel. The first guest needs zero introduction. She's here every single week. It feels like she's lived here since the summertime. We like her, though, so we don't care. From BetQL, the great Lucy Burdge. What's up, Lucy?
What's up, you guys? I missed you, Eli. So I'm very happy that we are. Sorry, you haven't introduced him yet, but the 60K crew looks to be back. I'm very excited about this. The gang is back together. Squad.
So I wanted to talk about the 60K crew, but you then posted something that I thought was interesting on Twitter the other day. I didn't know you spent some time on the pole. Is that true?
Yes. Oh, yes, I sure have. Pole dancing is my secret passion. Of course it is. Whose isn't pole dancing? But yeah, I took pole dancing classes because I mean, who among us hasn't done that? But yeah, no, it was a couple classes I took in grad school, and it was a wild time. It was the real deal too. You had to hold yourself up on the pole, and you had to do different moves, and it was not easy. It's a really good ab and arm workout, and you got to be flexible too.
Now, did an actual stripper, or I don't know what they're called, but
former stripper.
Oh, okay.
She used to be
dancers.
Okay,
yeah, exotic.
I'm sorry. I want to be nice to
Yeah, in the NFL they are dancers. It's the Cowboys dancers. No, they are the Celtics dancers. She was a stripper in Providence, like a real club where you are, she did the whole deal. She did advise me to not do it as a career, but she did say that if you take the classes, of course she gets money off of it, of course. But no, the classes are a good workout, and I can testify to that because my abs were burning after, and my arms, because you do have to hold yourself up. It does not spin on its own. It is very stationary.
Awesome. I actually have gotten career advice from a stripper before too, so I feel like we are one and the same.
That's why we are where we are. That's where you get success. All the strippers give the best advice, as we saw in The Office when the stripper gave Michael advice that secrets are no fun. How come Benjamin Franklin can be president and she can't?
That's a valid point. That's a valid question. We'll actually get to that, but before we get to that one, I'm going to introduce our next guest. From Gold Boys, you know him. You probably don't like him. He's wearing a really stupid hat right now. But what's up, Eli, man? Great to see you.
Thanks, man. I'm just really proud of you. You've obviously been terrified, really scared to have me back on the show for a while. You're really facing your fears today. I don't know how well it's going to go for you guys, but I'm just proud of you. Conquering your fears today. I tweeted that out. Just really good to see you. I'll just see that from you.
I actually thanked you for thanking me for I don't know what I was thanking you for, but I was thanking you because I'm a very polite guy. All right, so that's it. That's all we got, Eli. How's Gold Boys?
Gold Boys is great. We're having a great time. Portman is just on a next level of heater right now. It's kind of annoying. So is Ryan Props. They're just winning so much money. It's getting on my nerves, to be honest.
What about Jerry?
What's that?
What about Jerry? He winning?
Well, he's not in the Gold Boys Discord. We do have a show 3 times a week. I don't even follow him on Twitter, so I'm not sure how his picks are doing, but he's okay to talk to. He did starve himself for 3 days this week. No idea why.
Awesome.
Broke his 3-day fast on our show Wednesday. Ate a strawberry of all things. I probably would have gone a different route, but
whatever. Okay, yeah, that's cool. All right, man. You know what? I'll be honest with you. I think it's enough of the chit chat. I'm kind of ready to get down to business. I've got 3 bangers. I have no chance of losing. Everybody knows that. I'm sure you two do as well. So I'm going to go first. Then Eli, you're going to go. Then Lucy, you're going to go. And then Lucy, you're going to take us back to me. Just like a snake draft. We talk about this every week. I feel like everyone has what a snake draft is. My first pick is going to be for tonight. And I'm going to do something I don't normally do. I don't normally bet college football, but there is a very, very good game that I cannot wait to watch, and it's the Pac-12 championship game, Oregon-Washington. This is going to be electric. These two teams can score like no one else. I'm a big over guy. I know you can tell by looking at me. I'm just an over guy. But Washington, team total over 27.5. That's -110 at Fanatics. I thought this was a first half line. I really did. I couldn't even believe when I was looking at it. I was like, wait, is that the first half? 27.5. We're talking Michael Penix. He's going to, make a run at the Heisman. He's going to start tonight. I mean, he started actually week 1, but a lot of things have happened over the course of the season. Here's what's going to happen. Oregon's going to score all over Washington. Washington's going to have to throw the ball. This game's not outdoors, though, guys. Like, I don't know if you've ever been to Pacific Northwest. I haven't, but I heard it rains a lot there. I heard it's, windy and stuff like that. That's why these guys haven't scored to their full potential. Tonight, that's all going to change, okay? So if you're looking at the game logs and being like, hey, Washington doesn't really score over this number much, just wait. It's going to be inside. It's in Vegas. Everybody loves Vegas. I'm now 1-0. What's up, Eli?
I'm going to start on Sunday. It's crazy to me, betting on college. I don't know how you do that. It's crazy. I respect if it hits. I don't know. But I could never do it. I don't know why. But I'm going to start on Sunday. The Denver Broncos are taking on the Texans. I know the Broncos are on a little bit of a run right now. I'm still just not much of a believer in that team. And there's a guy that plays for the Texans that I really wanted to be on the Colts. His name is CJ Stroud. I don't know if you guys have seen much of him, but he is electric. He is the real deal. He is. I hate that the Colts are going to have to play him twice a year for a decade. But I'm going to take him to throw for 300 or more yards on FanDuel. I believe it was like plus 230, 300 passing yards for CJ Stroud. Kind of a disrespectful line. If you ask me, he's gone over 300 in 4 straight games, averaging close to 300 on the season. This big of a number for 300 yards for a guy that I really think is going to be an elite quarterback for a long time in this league is just disrespectful to me. So I'm all over that.
Okay. Eli, what do you say to the haters? Not me, because I would never say this to you. What would you say to the haters that said that's a stupid pick because the Texans are just going to run all over the Broncos and they're not going to need to throw the ball? What do you say to those people?
I don't know. We'll see, I guess.
Okay, I like it.
I would back down if my argument was against that. I'd be like, well, he knows what he's talking about.
Well, then, yeah.
No.
We'll just see then. I like
not
it.
much of a ground
That's
game for me.
That's actually a mom answer. That's a mom answer. It's like, we'll just see. And you're like, all right, well, I can't really argue back to that.
Yeah, I actually think that's the best answer. Like, you'll see. And then you start thinking, like, I will. I think I will see. I'm going to be wrong.
Yeah, no, we're going to have to see because like they're going to play and then we're going to clearly see it.
Yeah.
All right. Enough small talk. Lucy?
Yes.
You're up. You're going to go twice. 2 in a row. Let's go.
I am. So I have 2 plus money picks. My first one, though, does have a minus sign in front of it, but my other 2 do not. First one, Chiefs -6 against the Packers, -110 at BetMGM. I think that I have a lot of faith in the Chiefs to cover the spread. They are 7-4 against the spread this year. Packers are just 6-5. The Chiefs are 3-2 against the spread on the road. They've covered 2 of their last 3 and 3 of their last 5 on the road. They're also 3-2 against the spread as the road favorite. So I think they can cover the spread here. Just a touchdown more than the Packers. -6 would be fantastic. And then to the Titans-Colts game, I'm going with Derrick Henry to score the first touchdown in that game. That is plus 500 at BetMGM. He has 6 touchdowns this year. He had 2 against the Panthers, and the Colts have allowed 148 rushing yards per game in their past 5 games. So I think the door will be wide open for Derrick Henry to score the first touchdown of the game here, Eli. Plus 500 at BetMGM. And if you want to get him to score 2 or more touchdowns, plus 375 at BetMGM, I believe is where I saw that. That's also one to keep in mind.
Wow. What do you say to the people that say you're just picking against the Packers because you're mad at them because of the Thanksgiving Day beating that they put on your Detroit Lions?
They'd be correct. I mean, that was something I will never forgive. And I think, the Chiefs and the Taylor Swift effect, I am all in on. So I think Travis Kelce will be a big factor in this, covering this spread. But yeah, that's a big narrative here is the Packers suck and they ruined my Thanksgiving, which is just criminal. So yeah, I thought the Chiefs are going to, beat them by 66, if not just 6.
I like it. I like it. And to the people that say you just took someone playing the Colts just because Eli was here.
Eli. Of course, they're right. The people are very correct today.
No, these people are very smart. The people actually are probably smarter than us.
We love the people.
You are catching the Colts the last game without Grover Stewart. So
there you go.
Big difference maker for that run.
Eli's a huge excuse guy. So
Derrick Henry could have 300 rushing yards.
Eli, stop making excuses. Start picking games. You're up.
Not actually going to be a game pick for me. Going to be a fight pick for me. Jalin Turner and Bobby Green are fighting tomorrow on UFC Fight Night. I'm a big Jalin Turner fan. He's just electric to watch. I think he's one of the most talented strikers you'll see, especially at 155 pounds. He's taking this fight on short notice. A week ago, Jalin Turner weighed over 180 pounds. And today, he hasn't actually weighed in yet. Almost everybody else has. Today, he has to weigh 155 pounds. So that's, close to 30 pounds he has to drop over the course of a week. He's also had some really just interesting interviews this week, basically coming out and saying he didn't want to take this fight, felt like he had to take this fight, was mentally not in a great place. And that is not a place you want to be if you're fighting Bobby Green, who was going to talk trash to him the whole time there in the octagon. Really plays to the mental side. I think he has a good chance to break Jalin Turner down. So I'm going to take Bobby Green money line at plus 180. This is just a kind of an interesting number. You're not going to see a whole lot guy taking a fight on short notice and being a heavy favorite. Jalin Turner has had no camp, very limited training, and again, just don't like where his head is at, don't like where his weight is at. So plus 180 for Bobby Green money line tomorrow, and that is on Bet Rivers or Unibet.
Wow, that's awesome. I never really pegged you for a weight shamer before, but that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Your face kind of lit up when you were describing that fight. Are you super into violence? You like that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
I like MMA a lot. I do like MMA a lot. Yeah.
Awesome. Now, I was a big boxing guy when I was younger, and then MMA just turned out to be a way better product, in my opinion. I mean, it's just
I've tried to get into boxing at times, and it's just like, but
you can't watch it now. It's after MMA. It's like, what is this? Like, why is this like a pillow fight? You know what I mean? It's broken.
That's why WWE I think is the best.
Okay.
I've got kind of into that. I kind of the storylines, and I know it is real, of course.
Yes.
I think that's I get it. I understand it.
I always like the storylines with.
Hang on. That's an all-time worst take on the Thunderdome, Lucy. I'm behind.
I understand WWE.
I think she said she understood.
I get it because I used to be like, why would you care about it? And then I watched one. I think it was I forget what it was. It was something with Roman Reigns, and the anticipation for the bloodline and going against the family and that whole storyline. I was like, yep, I get it. The outfits in the women's wrestling, superb. I understand the whole product, and I think it's phenomenal.
I always likened the tout industry to WWE with the personalities and the storylines. Basically, it's very similar to that without obviously the wrestling and the awesome costumes.
Yeah, you got to have an enemy.
It's pretty much the same thing. Probably about 10 to 15 years ago, though, not necessarily today. Today we got they're actually smart people doing this, like us. Sure. But back then it was literally like that. Anyways, we're talking about WWE, which is, I know there's no rules in the Thunderdome, but I feel like if there was going to be one, it would be that. So I'm just going to move on. I'm going to go on to the same game that Eli talked about, and I'm going to go with Russell Wilson, 250 plus passing yards, plus 194 at FanDuel. This is either you're an idiot or a genius pick. There's no in between because this guy could come out and throw for 120 yards, or he could come out and throw for 300. That's just the way Russell Wilson works. But I think the Texans are going to smash the Broncos. I mean, they just lost to the Jaguars. That was a kind of a heartbreaker. I don't know if you saw that game, but not great for them. They are good. CJ Stroud, very good. The Broncos defense, not good. I think the Texans do hang points on them, like not a few, like a lot of points on them. You get these guys playing from behind. Russell Wilson can kind of still throw the ball. You saw that. I think he went 300 plus the day they lost to the Dolphins, like 70 to whatever they had. But he went 300 another time too when they got rolled. And then just last week or the week before last, maybe against the Vikings, went 250 plus whenever the Broncos could not run the ball, which I don't think they're going to be able to do against the Texans. And even if they can, I don't think they're going to be able to do it for very long because, again, they're going to get behind. This feels easy. And again, though, just so you know, 120 is in the range of outcomes, so be ready. This is only for the toughest of sports bettors. What do you think of that pick, Eli? I saw you nodding.
Whatever, I guess. We'll see, I guess, is my answer there. It's interesting you think that, the Texans are going to hang points, but didn't like my pick of C.J. Stroud for 300 yards.
I did not say. I clearly said I
Yeah.
am not one of those people that would say that. Remember,
Sure.
Lucy, you heard me. I said that what we say to the haters, not me.
Right.
So I
Sure.
clearly
I
said
do
not
recall.
me.
See, it's like conspiracy theories when you say they want you to believe that. You throw it out to the masses and say, well, the
Yes.
haters.
Them.
Okay.
What would
Yep.
they say?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Whatever you say, man. You want my next pick or my final pick?
Well, I'm actually going to go next.
Oh, you have two
but,
picks. I
if you want to go
forgot.
next, I guess you could.
Snake
I'm
draft
a nice
confuses
guy.
me
I'm polite.
sometimes. My
I
bad.
go at my turn. But anyways, the last one is probably the best one on the board. Probably the greatest pick of all time. That's why I saved it for last. So Jameson Williams, 35-plus receiving yards, plus 175 at Fanatics. Guys, I don't know if you have watched this guy read. Like, he's unbelievable. He's lightning fast. Like, when I say lightning fast, that's for the NFL. Like, he's lightning fast. He's so much faster than other people in the NFL, which makes him lightning fast. He's playing now. I don't know if you watched on Thanksgiving. I know Lucy did, but I don't know if you did, Eli. He was on the field quite a bit. Not getting targeted, but whatever. Still caught 2 balls, still went over this number. He's done this in the last 2 weeks where he has played literally 60% of the snaps. They're putting him in the slot now, though. There's going to be one time where he's going to run one of those little crossers and he's going to take it like 70 yards because, again, he's lightning fast, just like we already talked about. I think that's going to be this week. If you want to go 50-plus, 60-plus, 70-plus, if you want to climb a ladder on Jameson Williams, I think this might be the week. God, man, that was an awesome pick. That was awesome. Eli, you're up, man. Say something. You're speechless.
You want me to go now?
Oh, you're up.
Okay, sorry. My final pick, we're going to the NBA. 3 different sports for you guys here. I'm going to take CJ McCollum to score 20 or more points tonight. It's plus 125 on FanDuel. His straight line is 17.5, which I think is just a little low. I know it's there because they're kind of expecting a minutes limit. He played 28 minutes in his first game back and still took 16 shots, 8 threes, and scored 20 points. I think he gets closer to that 33 minute range tonight. And who knows how many shots this guy's going to take. It's a Pelicans team that's needed a little bit more offense with his absence. A big plus for him. They really need him shooting the ball a decent amount. So I really like 20 plus points against the Spurs team, who is allowing the most points to point guards by my metrics. And plus number beside it, I'm all in.
I like that you have your own metrics. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I like to say that too. According to my metrics, even like I don't tell anybody, but I don't really have metrics. But when you say that, you sound smart.
Yeah.
Also,
I measured a little
the
differently
picture?
than the rest of them, but go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, did you see the picture they used whenever they said that he was out with a collapsed lung? They used the picture of him doing this, like it was completely unrelated to this. But it was a wild picture to use for something like that. I'm not to sound like a scumbag, but I thought it was kind of hilarious, even though it was very inappropriate because, again, he has a collapsed lung or something like serious.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And did you see that?
It was like
I
a
did not.
reenactment, though. So it's like a bit like this might be what it looked like when this happened.
Yeah. Like he tweeted out like that's a wild picture, and I was like, I didn't know what it was. I was like, oh my god, like that's like I thought he was kidding. I didn't know what he was doing. You know what I mean? I was like, wait, that's really the picture. I think it was Underdog used to say that he has a collapsed lung. I was like, that's hilarious, but at the same time, like, wow,
they went for it.
Yeah, I mean, hey, sometimes you got to be a risk taker out here on these streets. And man, that was a hell of a risk.
Yeah.
All right, so Lucy, you're gonna bring us home. I can't wait to hear it.
Okay, well, get ready because I think I have the best bet on the board. It is New York Jets money line plus 115 at BetMGM is where you can get this at plus 115. The Jets are on a 4-game losing streak, but I think they can snap it here at home. The Falcons are 1-4 on the road. The Jets are 3-3 against the spread at home. This is a 2-point spread. It's Jets plus 2, but I like the money line here. A little bit of plus money here, plus 115. They're 2-4 straight up. at home. The Falcons are 0-2 straight up as the road favorite, and the Jets are 7-3 against teams who force one or fewer turnovers per game on the season over the last 3 years. Also, Desmond Ridder did throw 2 interceptions last week. I think the Jets have a real shot here to outright win plus 115 BetMGM.
What do you say to the people that say, that say touchdown Tim Boyle is not real? It shouldn't be called touchdown Tim Boyle.
I would say, well, I mean, where did that name had to come from somewhere? I'm sure he has thrown a touchdown pass at any point in his life. Why can't he throw 3 this week? Anything is possible in this world, and jot that down. Through God, all things are possible. So the Jets to win this game is possible based on physics and science. Yeah. My modeling and metrics say that this has a chance of happening.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome.
So I do agree with you. It will take God.
Yeah.
But I like it. So Lucy, Nigel wrote in the chat.
Yeah.
What a parlay. I don't want to remind people. I don't like to bring this up, but the 3 of us actually combined for a $10 to win. I think it was like $60K. I don't remember. Again, I don't like to talk about it, so I don't like to bring it up. But I think that happened, and I think it happened again.
It could happen again. And if it does happen this time, it's a bit more than $60K. So $10 on a 9-leg parlay, which we have put together, will win you $79,017.55. Look at that.
Jesus Christ.
There are luxury cars you could buy with that. And I think that's a really good for $10.
Yeah.
The reward could be just through the roof. That's quite a bit of money.
I'm going to say right now that I don't know how this turned into we're making a 9-team parlay. It just did because we're for the people, and that's what we do. But if you want to parlay these, I think you're an absolute psychopath, and which is why I would hang out with you if you're going to do that. But at the same time, play them straight too. You know what I mean? I feel like I need to say that. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Also, Nigel did say there's a 0% chance Eli hasn't pole danced before. I would say my metrics say that's true.
Yeah, my metrics say that's true.
Yeah, he put that in the chat, and I've been thinking of a response. I just don't have one.
Well, we'll see.
I will neither confirm nor deny.
I'll be honest with you. I don't really think you have the body for it. You know what I mean?
See, it's all bodies can do it. Is the thing of it.
Place I was at if I saw it.
Yeah, I don't think I have the core for it.
Not for me.
I wouldn't refer to myself as a strong person,
Okay.
I'm 6 feet tall and weigh like 140, 5 pounds on a good day. So pretty scrawny. But I guess I don't know. I don't know what the market, the target audience of that would be looking for in a male stripper. But I'm guessing I'm probably not it.
Magic Mike, you could have Magic Eli.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll get you a stripper name another time. I think that's do it for us today. I think that's probably my cue to say, you know what? It's probably time to go. I hope everyone enjoyed this. I enjoy your last few hours of being poor because after you win this parlay that we're probably shouldn't even tell you to parlay, but after you win that, you're going to be rich. Guys, you have any last words? Apparently not. Okay, I'm going to see
great show.
Everybody on the live stream later today. We're going to make another gigantic parlay that we probably shouldn't bet either. We'll see you then.